Hey family, welcome to Cage TV. Of course, this is your brother Mr. Cage right here. And as you may be aware, we are fond of doing a lot of documentaries like lately, and so there's a story. A lot of you that have followed the social media trending stories, you're aware of the story of I think it started on we're calling it Graph no Lutosh. You see, Graph versus Ulutosh. Now this story has escalated, and so after all of that, I did a documentary about that. And so after all of that happened, I went into because that same thing exposed some PF members, and so I did a story also about hijackers in the PF, people called hijackers, like people that are coming from MMD. And also the story of Ground, who was like so solid on the ground now. And so this particular time, I want us to do like a part 2 of the same story, okay? A part 2 of the same story. And so we'll be talking about Mr. Ground, who's on the ground, like on the firm ground, trying to, is now, I think, a firm supporter of, an ardent supporter of Sampa. I think no doubt about it. And so, because in the first conversation, it was with GBM, CK, and him, of course, talking about hijackers, but he's made it very clear to say he's not going to support any of these if it's not Sampa. And he threatens the PF party every now and then to say akachitobe chipani ngachakutira feta bachibikire mu maboko ya kwa Sampa. Right, and so let's just follow some of the things, but you're aware that he had a conversation with his friend. I think he should be Bright. Yeah, no, it should be Gift. He had a conversation with Gift where he spoke unpalatably, about, the Catholic fathers, the Catholic Church as a whole. And so we have just a private conversation as well here that I had with CK, that's Chimbaka Mwiri. Just take a listen to this particular one.
No. Lekesi. Akula ndeni kama politics yenu medali kama wakati. Ule kyo kutukana party maicho. Alachano eti maicho chibi ground. Leko kubika mawakati kula bakiyete. Abapatiri abole tukabonze mu kaunda ndatafiki wino bale kondema. Muri ba PF bale kondema. Mwewe mki bale kondema. Nero uso mkwe bapatiri abo maule bakwata experience mkufyala abana 7 years. No, my children. Can you have restraint in your mouth? What a change. Nani wakakuchitekele na wewe ile sample isa kota ukesambuka. Kwa sababu hata mwana yo mwacha. Tena watu change na hiyo. Don't do this to people. Don't do this to people. Mwache. Amenso y'abantu ukusamwa ekibasamino ngala kuchira abantu kubalera ndapaliwe ichalo kyonse ukayishami nalera kutukaba pakibi nalela ndapali baye mu mdama ijakazi nshalera ndapali tyosolera ndepya kukamiki ndekwe bakati ekila abantu balera ndapaliwe takiweni anapamenso y'abantu mukuseka mukumaliraga era ngole ngola kwa nawo chenjera sana ukasanga palanga nawo tumba ndekwe basati ko kubika mabapatiri and apologize to the Catholic Church if you are Lelanda ukwela tibakota experience mukuyala abana maule iwe kwanje iwa mwana no iwe tanto kutuka abapatiri abakalamba shuwa Ulela tabapatiri abo ulela kugenda makuma jakazi balela ndetse akuba mu church balela divide icharo maule cyaro mafyala abana.
So what to do is there's a link in the comment section down there containing the previous discussion that Ground had with a gift where he was basically saying the Catholic fathers are not even educated, they're just experienced in childbearing, you know, they just give pregnancies to ladies here and there and things like that. Now Chimbakambwili here has come out like a father. I know for once that Ground has respect for GBM, Chimbakambwili and Mao Sampa. You can even tell from the tone of his voice in this conversation. Is very calm, very respectful, and Chimbakambwili is like, hi, you know. So I believe they have a very strong background together. Now, he's basically telling him to say, you cannot be insulting the fathers. You should have respect. For that matter, Chimbakambwili is a member of the Catholic. He's saying, Tawatu Ishibaifwe. All right, and so this is basically the conversation that they had, and I think I must applaud Chimbakambwili. I believe is neutral. I hope he's not just upset because he's Catholic, but I think if any person speaks ill of priesthood, of elderly people, like he's saying, and things like that, that's how our culture brought us up. We need to respect elders, if at all they need to be respected, all right? And so let me just give you another a clip of Mr. Ground's conversation with Mr. Kashimu, all the way from is it Kasama Northern Province. And so let's just check it out.
Abapatiri abole angala ko bantu abasu
wito mupatiri ngangereko titukira mupatiri
urera ndapari father sara ngeti
nimulungula which evidence mukwati kwati nimulungula
there is a lot of evidence, there are a lot of voice notes, audio recordings about you. It has gone all over on social media. Icharo chikuru mwaike, you are not bigger polita tawakwatana pakusamika omuntu tawakwatenda
no wapi achibu mwamona ko bakashishi
I'm a politics waitaya sanga fya. Don't take I'm a politics too personal nangu kwati aba fya chiwobeba fya I'm a politics. You am a triari chirika mwa
na mwishiba these are politics
mona
basampata batu mapo ine mpiati yo kabule mpia ikateba Catholic basampani ba Catholic rekani miabe basampani ba Catholic
umpa mwaite obukakashi bwa kwatokesa
tampani no kakashi tampani Catholic mole ndabu lapo mpia ikateba Katolika lacho nare Chimbakambwili mention basampati bale kutuma instead balanda sana bena but mambo kwa bikamu kujawa sampe bale baba Catholic
in this country we are
kujawa sampe bapangire video idanale ndapa kwa bapali bashima pepo
alole ko kwangala kuli bashima pepo le ko mutobwele wele obule
kuli bashima pepo ule pango buwele wele nena landa bachipani nde choba ufani bakashishi
tuto bechipani we are just nothing nakanyelele ka china
why can't you okay mwanga tuto bechipani why mwe tumina mafoni
this time the advice tutreko basokuti atimairo wikala ndokuti atakwali abakunye
echipani nde chitoba ngatamwapele pe basampande chitoba
kanchi nitu alifurungana odi chirukanchi wewe ngatobe chipani wewe na iwe who are you
namwishibati ningo atama kese 187
nanguinga kwata ama kese yale it is taking you to the
mwata mlepo tulelanga pali ba UPND yoza badi mwana
bakwete nchito bali firwabo bachabe
bati bakwita kana pusa ko balepera kushata mwapo kana pusa tamwapo kana pusa kana pusa ko free education 10,000 munatari brandi nefi mpose kwa tamune standard
iwo lenje bokuti ati ulina abana 7 umuntu kuti aisa mukukwe bokuti ati nakuletera ababa
7 kadarizimu ibali kwisha ba UPND kadarizimu mwana imwe kadarizimu akao abalera ninga tamukoti ni bana ni mu PF
iwe ndi
na puta mwana ndide mpia abantu nakutewa abantu balesende ndalama na pusa
iyo napuso uteko napusa ndalama cha muntu kuti asende given time
but mwana ndide mpia kila pesa kuna pusa mwana ipera maloni beka ayo wa mwana ipera maloni beka
zambia tikapoke napusa ndalama cha kwe is mandate
but imwe mwana ndide abantu kai mwana ipera maloni beka apa abantu balepoka
mpankwebe
bakashishi mwana ndide abantu ndalama mlepera maule
kata bwe futu wewe mu president tatire remind umuntu pali napusa arefana mutare
mwana ndide ndalama cha mlepera maule mumfe kabiri
maule nchibare pera
mwana imwe tamwana mulabaye mu jama ijakaza amasire bale bule ndeko kula konkere ule pa Livingston kula bule ndeko kula kufiaro
awe na mai jakazi ebo tulepa yonga taulepa awe na mai jakazi ebo tulama kutira
that's when the
came from
wamupamba ifu
mwala moroko na ala chitoba you see much to apologize please otherwise ndemikakisha bonse fiero chakwate no
oh ndemikakisha nika basi tukwete
napa kusamiko report lero ku SCC are you aware report ku SCC lero
go and report you know a question umwa umeke usunde misira chiriko kutomwe essential investigate
imo maiba turi kuba ina mwanje be chipuwa but mwala mona you see imoma mona libakashishi tetumira kere kuna men province uko na alishi bafu mwachita na alishi bafu mwaru pyanya bayi mu mtama ijakazi kuno then province uko na alishi bafu mwachita
go and report even today we are very much ready to
ngambira kurwa pula
we are very much ready go and
but ngambira kurwa pula kabiri ngambira murwa pula province
you are a very good whistleblower
mwaliona ule chipani techimire kere chipani mo
So, first things first, it's clear that this guy is a supporter of Sampa, like I said earlier on. Then number two, he brought up something very interesting. He said, I'm not insulting the fathers or the priests, Catholic priests, because I'm sponsored by Sampa. Number one, Sampa is a Catholic member. I think it makes a lot of sense. Who would want his priest to be insulted like the clergy would? Who would want, the clergy to be, insulted by somebody? Your clergy to be insulted? It doesn't really make sense. So there's a point there that he's making. Maybe it's just lunatic, or I don't know, or what is like really pushing him. But I think Sampa should talk to him then. I think he can listen from Sampa. If Sampa tells him to say, but the problem is that Sampa is quiet about it. The number two is threatening about Kashishi Ukwebati. He has reported about 178 cases to SCC in terms of corrupt cases involving corruption. He says no ababantu imweba hijaka mwale chita mwale pera ma contract kulia ku ZRA indara mashabantu mwale pera maslay queens and things like that. Then also the other thing that is so notable in his speech is that is time and again talking about free education, applauding the UPND for free education, also for partial withdrawal, that's NAPSA, and other developmental things that we are seeing in UPND. And so it seems to be inclined to UPND in some way. And so that Sampa is so close. I should say he's so close to UPND from the look of things, because he doesn't talk here about UPND, and obviously people would say this is where he's getting the oomph, the energy and the courage to even just like appreciate UPND, in as much as he calls himself a staunch a PF. Right, now I've got another clip, here where what we do is we just present you what we have at hand, then it's left for you to do the interpretation. We have another conversation that Mr. Ground on the ground had as he's trying to put down underground PF, and as he tries to lift Sampa from the ground. So he had this conversation with his friend Soko. Alright, and so let's just check it out. So these are like friends, they come from somewhere, they have a history together.
Koko nalakoze bintu bitatu. Teo ba Max soko kuranda pali Sampa.
ari kukonda pali Sampa
Mkwai
wampwa including na wama tulepi na wale tukasampa nga wale kapense tukase bwino nga matopo continue I'll make sure I'll clash you
Mkwai no ine na kumfira koruse ndi mwina Kristo
ya pali uruta wingangu fira iwe na kwa evidence
una kwa evidence hafuta toa ishiri
mwana soko na alipo wana futi soko nga ula tumila ni phone ishi wafo walala ndana hili no tuwisa mkula ntinya mkula nta intimidate no
tingu chite intimidate nde umfo bulanda
Ulanda wanchi soko ni wawa ushunga
nduna uishwa wanu chafunya kuli wakatolika numa chakutora kwa esisi
wakatolika nchukire iwe ni katolika nchina kwa ta proof ya ina nintu kakatolika
kwa tama voice note wanda tibali kwa tabali
soko mwona eto mwenela wa umpa soko
mkwa
ya ali tukaba wakambwira wakakisha
I missed this story of
bakambwira bali for the certificate bakaka bakambwira Max Ochungo alisushe ba 70 de kila bushikora fora info mwale kole wa mugwalwa bakambwira bamutira advice Max Ochungo bonza twancha pie mwale umfa wino twe wale Max Ochungo mwala bakwatire ale turusha ma election ile wenye na wame bali bashima tofo kesha nshigumbwire no kulumbula lero mwasa mkura ndimino kwe bati lero kuranda kwa bapati ina ntukira bapati
ground leto ndio mforuse mukaramu wandi
utenchi ule umfa yo msheni wa usunga
awe tena kusunga nile saa kusunga no bale sanje bati ndande
mwana wingini ya soko nende kichichi pani tere nite Sampa na wako kwa Sampa nde chitewa
mpwane pia chifani nshawa mo interested
na mo interested to kumamo mwana soko na kweba mwana ageni walintu nilepo phone na kweba
mkwae
yewa abobonza my jackers wale kwa kuta intimidate Sampa wale kwa kuta intimidate na Mr. Ground
mfwa ilepo na kweba chakula chini na papata itarusheko msimu wapu kapota pimauzi
nipi soko na ala chalu kamo soko is a politics mtu wandi ya politics nomba inero namba ero na hita ero namba ama politics those people wali kwa kalima finish politician nango abantu benga kwa vijeteti wabomfwe no kubomfwa
bomfwa background adi umfwa wanu pero mchinshi chechi upero mchinshi
kutene soko niwe batema niwe nje batema iyo soko yo matsale pala ile nfo mfishi wamwe bapo
mfwa ule kushauri
ndasuka bichi wamwe bapo bona soko ndasuka pe
nikangwa skede Max na alimwebere no mwina nanda tawe nde joking afye njerekeza
na joking na so ine mumi swa mwene populanda twasuma pepo kwa politics
ya ground now imbiro mugodi ukaramba mwacho nchika shupo kufuma mchirindule ingishamu
ndiwe ndeko kuntinya soko I remember alikuwa pona kuti soko nishi mtu
awe icheme muninane na.
Alright, so Mr. Soko is actually advising Mr. Ground to say, Mr. Ground, you've dug a ditch underground for yourself, of which you'll have it very difficult, if not impossible, to come out of it. But I think constantly Mr. Ground is threatening everybody, and it seems it's getting to these people when he speaks of SEC. He says he has reported all of these people for their malpractices, corruption practices. And so it's getting to all of these people. So this is like a friend trying to advise him to say, my friend, you just relax, And he's like, no, me, I've just started now politics. I've just started politics. These are politics, my friend. Don't talk to me about, these are politics. These are politics. Now, I've got another clip for you. Remember, I think in this clip, the same Mr. Ground is talking about Mamachika Moneka and just commenting on a lot of issues. I think at this particular time, this could have been an instance which Mr. GBM in the previous documentary he was referring to when he said akutuka nafe akula ndafe ngakukulipira nkafaira lawyers mwacho wandu isakamana echo nakwatire ndala mashako afurisha kwa bantu and ABCD. And so I believe it is coming from here. Now let's just check it out.
Nifyonza mkarati ta criticize hapa fiona ibwela namulanda papa namulanda po Fiona ibwela apa mulela ndala ndave mulela ndala ndave muli mu Zambia muli kwisa muli mu Congo. Imwa fionsa mkarakita fekri ina PF baji ndemi yebo kwe bati kapasho na kabomba bushe mutamu aliko kunapusa tamako ata family aba aliko kunapusa mama chikamoneka aini mama yo mama chikamoneka imwa mwirabe pa abantu yo ni BK yo mayo ni BK yo mayo mama chikamoneka kapasho kale bomba ma civil servant bale umfwa bwino bali potenda rama mune umfwa.
That's bright. I mean, that's
bali ingisha ma civil servant bali fora no kufora ero imomule chitafe vonse criticize ni opposition issue alafu nyapoda muntu echeche kama femo apera Sampa ngate Sampa fenisha abulabe ni kofi muya ya fe bali ichipane franda ndakipere ni Sampa sorry kenu kubepa abantu mama machikamoneka kubepa abantu we chipani chingata mpere Sampa ni kuchona ula yo ola mwana nampere chipani na mileka no kumereka bashetani mwali ona ule chipani mwale pera maule ndala maimu bakafimfita baputi ba mapietemu nani ukasumina kumipere chipani mwali tumpa sana kapanga ni chipani chente chipani chene yo ola mwana nalamira kera chipani chi Teji support film pobo safirani ngeda pata again na iwe ba makunkutu ba mapiete ba put iwe le kefe iwe ichi panchure chana mau Sampa no Sampa no PF no PF no Sampa efo ili apa muntu wandi Sampa fe ufira sende chipanchide ona ala milekere chipanichi tamwali kokoto wale chula ni chipanimo ba put ba mapiete mwale bule ndalama kunapu soko mule ipera maloni mwale bule ndalama mule ipera ma contract mwale isaini na fefo mule fwa mwe fimpobo saimwe ba putimo ba mapiete mwe ba kafimfita nani ukamile kele chipani mwe ba shetani mwe Oropiyoko luli kunapusoko kapokefi oropiyoko nga wafuma kunapusa olori sipali CDF ofo idi nombapa shinga mwale funyama constituency CDF mule tasha faturali mule chitari brandini amanto ofilo kutari brandini bala amanto akwati wale kita criticize mutende not propaganda mule teremo mwe fimpowo saba makunkutumo baputimu I don't care na mwali kwa tenda lama ine kula mieba mwe fimpobo saimwe bakafimfita imwe bashetani imwe mwadiona ule charo cha Zambia na panchi patarara turechi pase chupani ndechi pasa ngatamwa perfect Sampa chupani ndechi pasa yosi turefirira munsenga apa tufikire ni para batira pakwa kano bunga tapawansoni ni panembe nembe ona milekere chupani iwe
kusampa. I like this guy. Ati chichi paninga tamwapele mao Sampa turechi Sampa turefirira munsenga ndechi pasa. Now this guy is like I'm saying is a staunch PRF member. And so is alluding to the fact that the likes of Tayali were being sponsored by the hijackers, of which is not so much talking about Edgar Lungu, but in a way is relating it to Edgar Lungu, because if you look at the likes of Tayali is always a whistleblower for the Edgar Lungu. He's also talking about Marx. He's saying Marx insulted the SDHH. No one did anything. Tayali has always been sponsored to speak against the likes of Chimbakambwili, GBM and all of these, including Mao Sampa. No one castigated him, but why him now? And so this was like just him running comments, a commentary on a lot of issues. Like you followed, he's talked about a lot of things. Now, this whole thing has just come up because of what has just happened. Remember Ulutoshi?